Okay, I'm just testing to see if anybody can hear me. Hold up. All right, so I noticed there's a bit of a lag, so I don't know how far this will go or if I'll even continue this for too long. However, this is going to be my first live stream, so bear with me. Okay, so I'm just checking to see. Currently, I don't see anybody is here. Let me just quickly look here. Okay, so we currently have 0 viewers. That's fine. Oh, 1 viewer. Okay, cool. If you could hear me, just let me know because I think I might be a little bit delayed. Anyway, I'm doing a live stream because I just wanted to go over a lot and I don't know how long my video is actually going to be. So I'm going to start by saying that I'm still looking for Peppermint Park Volume 7 because I haven't received Volume 6 yet, actually. Volume 6 has not actually been shipped yet. And I actually messaged Pumpkin Mary not too long ago. I'm just going to check Twitter right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to log in. Whatever. I'll do it later. I'll do it on my phone. Anyway, I was looking around to see if I could find anything for Peppermint Park. So this is actually my eBay channel, my eBay account. I'm actually going to be listing a bunch of VHSs, but if you notice, it's mostly stuff Yu-Gi-Oh related. I'm actually leaving the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, and I'm actually going to get rid of it all. So if you're interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's all yours. But normally what I do is when I'm looking for Peppermint Park, I usually just look up Peppermint Park VHS. Oh, that's under me. I'm not selling any. Yeah, most of the time I find things like South Park, and I swear to God, I have seen this since it first started. This freaking peppermint soda thing. I don't know where it came from, but it's been there forever. So anyway, oh, we need more answers. We can hear you? Okay, so what are you asking more answers to? Because I might be under lag. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Um, I'm sorry if there's a delay, by the way. So while I'm waiting on that response, I'm just going to continue to look up Peppermint Park. Yeah, so for the longest time, this guy's been selling it for $54. I actually asked him if he owned anything else, but unfortunately, there's really nothing to talk about here. Unfortunately. Anyway, so this is actually a live stream to quickly talk about what's going on. So back to what I was saying, I don't have Peppermint Park Volume 6 yet, but I'm just making this video to let you know that I don't have it. So there's not much I can do about it right now. What I actually was planning on doing is I was actually seeing if I can get in contact with anyone from Peppermint Park. So what I'm going to do is do what I normally do. I haven't done this in about 6 months, but what I would do is I would go to the credits. Let me just mute that. I really don't want to hear it. Okay, here we go. So what I would do is look to see anyone who might have had a major influence on Peppermint Park, in terms of people like John Horton, things like that, and see if I could find any information. Am I not even in the credits? Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to quickly go through a list of people I have actually gotten into touch with or I've tried to message and nothing has been successful. So let's see. John Horton, like I said, I have not been in contact with. I tried getting into contact with him, but with no luck. Technical directors, right? Oh, here we go. I tried messaging this guy, Ed Yabaro. I actually found him on LinkedIn. I messaged him about 8 months ago. He never replied. Deanna Hawkins, I found her Facebook account. I messaged her. She never replied either. So all three of the writers were like totally scrapped. What we could do actually is we could try to see if we could get into contact with Deanna Hawkins. So see if we could find anything. Oh, wrong. Oh no, maybe. No, I got this. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Her original thing I found was either a website or a Facebook page. It's no longer here, so that sucks. Dan O'Quinn, I told you I've been in touch with. And it's funny, they mentioned Dave Chapman, and he's not mentioned, I think, in the first 2 volumes. But if you look him up, he's actually a pretty big name. So, yeah. Oh, wait. No, I don't think that's him. Unless he was a murderer. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so Dave Chapman was apparently a puppet creator. But apparently, like it says right here, he did work for Jim Henson, things like that. So, I mean, trying to get into contact with someone like this is a lot more difficult than getting into contact with someone who really has not done much. But let's see. Yeah, if he's doing stuff for Star Wars, that is not going to be an easy way to keep in touch. Let's see. The Bungalow Online. Yeah, I can't find any info. That sucks. But yeah, this is what I used to do. But unfortunately, a lot of them never replied. Melody Knighton, I actually found out she is an I Love Lucy impersonator. Um, she accepted what I was talking about when I mentioned Peppermint Park, and she didn't really reply, but she kind of wrote lol. So I'm like, that's not really an answer. Checking the chat here. It's funny because I'm working on puppets right now as I speak. Oh, that's awesome. What are you working on? Let's see, the story lady. Yeah, she created that. See, the problem is a lot of people either don't want to talk about it or they either they didn't have enough influence in the show. So, for example, John Doss, I tried to get in touch with. He even just did camera work, and I was trying to see, like, do you have any information? Because if he did work on Volume 5, then it's possible he did work on Volume 6. Um, from what I gathered, he actually moved out of the Nevada area. So there are so many John Dosses out there that I don't know where he moved to. But last I heard, he moved. George Prince, I never found contact for. This guy, I found his Facebook, but he didn't reply. And yeah, it really just leaves you with John Horton. Just wanted to let you know in terms of John Horton, actually, he did stay in the Nevada area. Even though his house was listed, I actually was able to find out he stayed in the Nevada area. So if push comes to shove without Peppermint Park Volume 7 existing, I could potentially try to get into contact with him, which would be awesome. I would love to do that. Hold on one second. Nope, we're all right. Anyway, Tuesday Productions. They actually have a website. I'm just gonna quickly pull it up. They still do music, and it says I visited them on March 9th. They actually do music, like it says right here, Target, Wendy's, things like that. I tried getting into contact with them, and they didn't reply yet, so I'm kind of on the fritz with that. And just some stuff sort of based on Jim Henson's work. And by the way, you're doing a great job at all this. Oh, awesome! Thank you. Yeah, it's my first time ever doing a live stream. The reason why is because I'm actually testing it for a future project, which I'm going to announce later on throughout this video, because this is kind of just a way for me to test how this is going to work for my future production idea. I'm going to get to that in just a few minutes. But with Peppermint Park Volume 7, if it does exist, it's probably going to be much more difficult to really look out for because, as you can see, there's really not a lot of info. It's interesting, though, that you can find pieces of the Lost Media, Los Angeles Zoo, plus the Six Flags Magic Mountain. I'm actually taking a trip in a couple of years, probably about 1.5 to 2 years, to go to LA. I want to do a little bit of filming of the area for my documentary. So hopefully by then I can get that done. But yeah, Televidix production. it kind of sucks because you really can't find a lot of information. And I really would love to have Peppermint Park Volume 7 or 6, whatever we're up to, finished at this point. All right. So the reason why I'm creating this video, just to move all that out of the way, the reasons for this video actually being created is because I picked up a lot of VHSs. I went to a thrift store. If you're following the Discord channel, I picked up a lot of VHSs and I want to upload them. So I'm just letting anyone know if they're watching this, you'll see a lot of uploads this week. And I apologize. They might be fully spammed. They might just be a couple of them. I don't know yet. Outside of that, I also mentioned in the Discord channel that I'm doing a rebranding. I just want to let everybody know that on April 15th, which is 8 days from now, the Discord channel will be rebranded. I'm taking down the Peppermint Park channel and I'm rebranding it into a sole channel based on my YouTube account. The reason being is because if Peppermint Park doesn't follow anything past Volume 6, I need to find something else to do with this channel, which leads into the reason why I'm making this live stream. But if it were to actually fall, for example, and there's nothing else left, I am actually going to rebrand the Discord channel to make more Lost Media. So, for example, I believe you can still find it. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. I can't spell for shit. Really? Am I that unpopular? Oh, okay. Give me a second. Okay, fuck it. I'm just going to the channel itself. I have like 6,000 channels that I use. So that's actually what I was going to say. Because I have such a hard time maintaining so many channels, I actually am getting rid of this channel. I'm going to delete it. And all the content on it, I'm going to put on Icy Rose Raid. Because there's some of this is kind of lost media in a way. Most of it is stuff from public access TV that I had, or a bunch of Cartoon Network stuff. I'm going to put this all on the Icy Rosary channel because, to be honest with you, there's just way too many channels for me to actually try to monitor. For example, I mean, just on this one alone, these, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is what I used to use for gaming. This I've had since 2008. This one, that was for card games. It's dead though. And then outside of there, I have other channels. For example, let me see if I can find it. This used to be a channel I used to share with my brother. Note the 24 subscribers. But there are too many channels for me to actually sit here and go through. So I'm going to actually get rid of this channel and put all the content on Icy Rose Raid. Oh, look, I'm live streaming. How nice. Let me just move that back. Hey. Yeah, but a lot of those I have to sit there and monitor, and I really don't want to have another one to take care of. So, on April 15th, I was saying, I'm going to rebrand the Discord channel. It's going to be completely for all types of lost media. It's not just going to be for Peppermint Park anymore. I don't want to take the same thing as the Lost Media Archive. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the Lost Media Archive Discord chat. I find them to be extremely rude and very I'm trying to think of like the exact word, but they're all very cocky and they're all very like elitist. So if you don't know what they're talking about, they talk down to you. I mean, maybe it's just a thing I've noticed on the channel, but each time I've gone on there, they'll talk down to you. So I'm not a fan of it. I actually just left their Discord chat because I did not like it one bit. So I'm focusing on my stuff on my channel. Now, the last thing I want to say before I end this live stream is I said I would be doing this live stream for a reason. I've actually been working on my own Cartoon Network live stream for the past 5 months. I've been gathering all the information I need, all the pieces I need. I've been working on Excel and all these other different programs to create a time slots, blocks, things like that. I've been working with whatchamacallit, Adobe and oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the name, Sony Vegas. in terms of editing and trying to make some of the older content, um, trying to get rid of the film grain on some of the older content that I had on VHS or converting it depending on what I could find online. I'm working on a Cartoon Network channel that spans from 92 to 2018. So I'm not just talking about things from Cartoon Fridays, for example. I'm talking about things from all the way back in 92. So, for example, one of the ideas I have on Sundays would be a Hanna-Barbera block. It would run from about 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. every single Sunday with a movie following right after. It'd be a Scooby movie. On Saturdays, I would have an anime block dedicated to something similar to Toonami. Um, I don't know if I would keep the same name or if I would modify it, but I have a bunch of different anime that are going to fall into that category that were put on that channel. So they're going to be allowed on there. Only thing I just want to say, I'm probably not going to put this on YouTube. The reason being is there's way too many copyright problems with YouTube. So I've been using a live stream program called Rabbit, and I've been using that since last year. And I'm just testing it on YouTube to see if I can get the rights needed for it, if I could live stream it. So that's kind of like my big update I'm talking about. So if things fly south, I'm going to be working on creating my own Cartoon Network live stream. And it's going to be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week block that I'm going to keep consistently running while I'm at work, while I'm sleeping, things like that. It'll run on its own because I actually have created a whole series of videos that they're very long, but they do span a 24-hour block. So as one ends, the next one can begin, and it'll just keep going like that. After the last one's finished, it gets deleted and just keeps going and keeps going. It took forever to actually build every single episode on Excel. So starting with the first episode of this, first episode of that, having a premiere here, having premiere there. Then you have things coming in from 2018, like Apple and Onion, things like that. So you have to constantly modify the block. For example, originally I had a block dedicated to, I believe it was Chowder, Dexter's Lab, and probably about 5 other shows. And then I realized to myself, oh shit, I'm missing Class of 3000. I'm missing what else? I was missing Juniper Lee. I was missing things like Shaolin Showdown and all these other shows. And I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get all these shows on one block? So each night there's going to be 5 shows running here, 5 shows running here on Tuesday, 5 on Wednesday. So you have a diversity per day. So I hope everybody's interested in that. Outside of that, excuse me, I'm a little sick. Outside of that, I'm going to be uploading a bunch of different videos tonight through VHSs. I'm going to be putting them up in about 10 minutes. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to end the live stream here and hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.